Hello, and Randy here again. We're playing Farming Simulator 15 on Oklahoma. And today, folks, we are going to be harvesting some rye. I've got both case combines set up in the field here, grain cart apiece, as well as a truck apiece. And I've also got one John Deere here set up on field 1. He's ready to go as well with a grain cart and a truck. I figure we'll get the... no, we do not want combine here. Put you on normal mode, that'll be fine. Should be fine anyway. Okay, and then the grain cart for him, that is the 8370. Let's see, is that the newer one, the older one? I'm guessing that is the newer one. Nope, that is the older one. Okay, that's fine. And we're going to load up the courses for this field 1. Overload a tractor, and we'll just simply drive him on the field, and he should be good to go. Hopefully, anyway. That's going to be the theory here, folks. Overload mode already. Excellent. Drive course. And then the truck for him. Not that one. Or that one. This one. Okay. And by the way, folks, since last episode, I did finish cultivating field 13. Okay, he can drive course. We'll tell him the first waypoint. That should be good. Hopefully he'll miss the combine there. Looks like he should. Okay, and the next one, I plan on driving that one myself. We're going to get field 2 going here. Hire you. Nope. Got to change that again. Don't want auto combine. Just a normal hired worker will be fine here. Seeing as how we have one combine per field, I figured, folks, that'll be the easiest and least troublesome setup. Which reminds me, I do need to put the pipe out on the other one, probably. And this is field 2. Okay, and he can drive course as well. Got some rye in here already. And I will have to say, folks, I was kind of looking at this. Not the greatest of rye textures. I mean, from a distance, it doesn't look too bad. But up close, folks, not too good in my opinion. Anyway, let's first off make sure he had the pipe out. Otherwise, he will not unload. Also, hopefully he moves out of the way. Otherwise, the combine's going to get in his way. Okay, we're going to drive this one here ourselves. I guess we can get the truck going. I have to wait here a moment to get the grain cart going until I actually get the pass done here. Okay, let's get the combine fired up here. Get some GPS going as well. Like that is good. I will buy that. And away we go, folks. Like I said, harvesting some rye. Oh, I wonder, do we want to switch this over so we actually get straw? Why not? I don't know that we actually need any straw, folks, but we can switch it over. Field, in my opinion, folks, looks a little better with a straw windrow on it than it does with a chopped straw texture on it. Ooh, just gonna clear the truck here, looks like. And I do mean just from the looks of it. Okay. Peterbilt, that must have been the one we just went past there. He obviously didn't like us driving in front of him. So anyway, like I was saying, folks, I did finish up field 13 there. Got that field completely cultivated. For those of you who did not see that, we were using 2 John Deere 9560 RTs with 2 Challengers, the MT875Es. with the Kuhn cross cultivators, as well as the seedbed conditioners behind them. Took folks probably about 2.5 hours to cultivate that field. And by the way, I do have the high-speed video of that as well. I'll probably upload that same time as this video, if all goes according to plan anyway. Oh, John Deere 8370s R is in traffic. That didn't take long, did it, folks? Let's stop here a moment and see what's going on. Yeah, we'll do that in a moment, and once he finishes the turn, we should be good, hopefully. Courseplay up to its derpy ways already. That didn't take long, did it? But yes, like I was saying about Field 13, folks, took about 2.5 hours to do that. I recorded about hour... Actually, I think it was about 2 hours for the high-speed video there, folks. So the high-speed video you're going to see, if you watch it anyway, took 2 hours to record that. Now, it's actually only 1.5 hours of footage because about half hour into it, folks, it crashed on me. I accidentally hired an auto tractor worker, which the game did not like, and crashed. And it, promptly crashed, pretty much. So, yes, don't hire auto tractor workers on Field 13. Very bad thing, apparently. Pretty much what happened is I went to hide the HUD, and yeah, apparently it hired a auto tractor worker instead of hiding the HUD. And yeah, next thing I know, the game locked up, and a moment later proceeded to say it was not responding and promptly crashed. So how nice of it. And also, I do have the planters set up on Field 13. We got the John Deere... Oh, why is it not locked on GPS? Happen to notice we're getting a little off track there. Yes, I do have both John Deere air seeders up there ready to go. I was considering doing that this episode, folks, but I decided, well, let's actually do some harvesting just to break it up a little bit. Another great big episode on Field 13 seemed a little too soon, seeing how I just finished cultivating it. And the plan is, folks, we're going to be planting soybeans on that field. Going to be one big field of soybeans. And I do believe that is the biggest field I have ever cultivated. In fact, folks, that's probably my plan. I'm going to call it the biggest field ever cultivated or something like that. Mind you, folks, I don't know if it's the biggest field in Farming Simulator that's been done by anybody else, but that's got to be the biggest field I have ever done. So, yeah, cultivating that big of a field, that definitely took a while. And I probably should have got our grain cart going, so I wouldn't have had to stop like this. Oh, well, it should keep them out of the way at least. Okay, which one's ours? I believe that's this one right here. Let's get the course loaded up here. Field 3. Overload tractor. And drive the course. And you know, I've asked this question many times. I don't think anybody's ever actually given me an answer to this. Why does Courseplay sometimes when you start it, stay where it's at and waits for fill level to be reached? Or in this case, the fill level has been reached, so why doesn't it just drive straight to the combine? Other times, it actually thinks it needs to go to a point in the course. Why does it do that? I've never figured that out. Why sometimes you tell it to drive the course and it Oh, we'll just sit here and wait till the fill level's reached, or maybe it's already been reached. We'll drive straight to the combine. Other times, oh no, it thinks it's got to go drive the crazy course. And then it'll go do circles, apparently. Okay, brilliant, Courseplay. What in the world am I paying you for? Remind me, folks. Courseplay, this way. Hello? Anybody home? No? Okay, I didn't think so. Really? Seriously? I point you straight at the pipe and you still cannot make it. How about if I do this? There, can you make it from here? I give up, folks. I give up. I quit. Moving on. Let's see. Is the derpiness being any better over on these? Looks like you are doing fine. I should, like, change that combine so he's doing a straw swath instead of the chopped straw. But oh well. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. I don't plan on baling the straw, folks, so... How are we doing over here? Looks like we're doing fine over here. Derpiness. Perfect. I knew I could count on Courseplay. I know someone has said before, change the turning radius. I've never found that to work, so I've just left it where it's at. I've tried a few times. Let's see, what tab is it under? This one? Yeah, turning circle, up that by a certain amount, and that should fix the problem. Never has, at least in not my experience. Maybe you folks have had better experiences with it than me, but it doesn't seem to work for me, so... Okay, we'll tell him to drive the course. Hopefully he will be good for the next time. Oh, there we go. For those of you out there that have the SATEC side panel, I've noticed if you do not push the buttons firmly enough, sometimes you'll get like a double tap. You know, so like where the combine there, it turned on and turned right back off again. Because I pushed the button on the side panel and it turned on, turned right back off. Like I was saying there, I've noticed if you do not push it firmly, like, you know, really intentionally push the button, sometimes you'll get that double tap where it turns it on, turns it back off, or, you know, raises it and right away lowers the implement again, something like that. I know that has messed with me more than a few times. Like, oh, I know I lowered it, or I know I raised it, or I know I turned it on, but oh no. Oh well. Also, we have fields 4 and 5. I do have one combine lined out there ready to go. The second John Deere. Seeing as how we only have 4 combines and 4 grain carts and trucks, I decided I'm just going to let the 4th one sit there for the moment. Kind of be nice to have, you know, 5 combines so we can actually do all 5 fields at once. We do have field 6 is ready to harvest as well. Not sure what we're going to do about that field yet. That is corn on that field, by the way. I don't know, you folks let me know. What kind of epicness can we come up with for field 6 for harvesting it? Get me with some suggestions. I think we need to try something different on that field. I'm not sure what, but... And no, folks, we cannot chop it. Like I mentioned before, there is no biogas plant on this map. So there's really no point in chopping anything. Mind you, that would probably be really cool, though, chopping a field that large. Pretty sure we need about a half a dozen biogas plants, though, to hold that much silage. And there are placeable silage clamps and placeable silage cell points, by the way, so we could possibly make that work. I know there's the placeable composter as well. I believe that will take the silage, and then you can, like, sell the compost. That might be an interesting idea. The only thing is, I think that field would be a little bit too large for something like that. And by a little bit too large, I mean, like, way too large. Okay, it'll probably help here because I'm actually moving. He should be able to get us this time, I bet. Looking good so far. Ooh, just about overshot us a little bit there. Okay, well, let's see if we can read a couple comments here in a moment. Actually, before we read some comments here, folks, I should mention with the multiplayer server, we are planning on switching over to Idaho. Last time I checked, folks, Idaho was like winning hands down. It wasn't even a competition. Farmcraft was like second, but like distant. And I mean distant second. And the other three, I don't even remember where those were at again, but pretty distant, even more distant than Farmcraft. So Idaho looks like it was getting about 80 to 90% of the vote, so we are going with Idaho next for the multiplayer server. At least that's going to be the plan anyway, unless, you know, Idaho doesn't work or something like that. You know, there's always that possibility, I guess. So keep in mind, for those of you who want to join us on the multiplayer server, make sure you check out any one of my multiplayer videos. Links will be in the description to download the mods you need to join the server. And yes, folks, you can use the download links in at least any one of my newer multiplayer videos to download the mods from the server. You don't have to wait for that first episode of Idaho to come out to actually get the mods. The download links stay the same. That doesn't mean, by the way, that the download of the mods on there are the same. It's different mods, folks, but it is the same download links to download said mods. Okay, and back to the comments here. Devil's Dime was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. Pretty Boy was saying hello. Francis was saying he couldn't get the vote to work, but he wants to vote for the Idaho map. Quite a few people said the same thing as well. Also, a lot of comments about Farmcraft. So between Idaho and Farmcraft, but like I said, according to the vote, folks, Idaho wasn't even a competition. It was like 90% of the votes were for Idaho. Logan was saying, I love your videos. Thank you very much for that. LDLD was saying you should try the Great American Farms map for single player. Well, at this point, I think the plan is we're going to be sticking with Oklahoma until Farming Simulator 17 comes out. That seems to be what everybody wants to see, so that is going to be the plan, at least for the moment, unless something happens. We'll be playing Oklahoma. I might stick another map in here, folks, just to change it up a little bit, something a little bit new and different, but we'll probably be playing Oklahoma until Farming Simulator 17 comes out. Jeffrey was saying, great video. It's not pronounced Coon Cross, it's pronounced Coon Cruise. That could actually be. Might be the way it's pronounced. He was also saying Kloss is pronounced Kloos. Kind of doubted on that one. It's pronounced Kloss. So spelled C-L-A-A-S. I know very commonly you see that actually misspelled. It might just be spell checker checking you folks, but very common to see that Kloss misspelled. Craig was asking, where is the server, or what's the name of the server? Name for the multiplayer server, folks, is just search for RD Allen under International. Should be the only one that comes up. So yeah, just search for RD Allen under International servers. And like I said, should be usually the only one that comes up. Looks like harvesting on the other two fields are going somewhat smoothly so far. Nice to see that. About time Courseplay does its job without too much derpiness. Caesar Boss was saying I got the game, but it lags for me. You know what I can do to stop it? Basically the same thing you do for any other game. If it lags for you, turn down the graphics settings. And if they're all the way down already, then it might be time for a new computer. It's about the only thing I can suggest. Sorghum, oh, Farmer Bell, by the way, commented, sorghum is typically planted with a row crop planter, usually the same spacing as corn, but it is harvested with a grain header with what we call milo fingers. And in Kansas, milo is a big crop to be raised because it has a higher yield than wheat. And normally it takes less water than corn. Very interesting. So it takes less water than corn. Harvested with a draper header, grain header, basically what we're using right now here. And apparently has fingers on it. Might have to check a picture of that out if I can find one, folks, just to see what that is like. I've got a pretty good idea what he's talking about there by fingers. The fingers on the header of the combine there. Josh was saying you're supposed to plant grapes in a row where you can drive through them without running them over. Like I was saying there, folks, on Dakota, for those of you who've seen the last episode, we were harvesting grapes. Not probably very realistic in the way it's done in this game. But there again, folks, you're at the limitation of what you can do with the games, so it works. And I would have to say it's pretty cool. Unlike harvesting some grapes here in Farming Simulator. That was on the Dakota map, by the way, on the multiplayer server. Josh was saying I looked up the quad track's weight, 56,000 pounds, which is 28 tons. The scale must be dividing the weight by 2. So yes, for those of you who did not see my pull-off competition videos, folks, we've added a scale to it just to see what the tractors weigh, and you definitely get a very wide variation in weight from some of them tractors. Including like the quad track, which said, I think it was 11 tons it said, which is definitely on the low, well, actually really low side, as in not right. Gorillix, probably not pronouncing that right, was asking why are you using 2 cultivators? Seems kind of pointless. Very much true in the game, folks. Using 2 cultivators is pointless. He's talking about our setup there with the Cat Challengers and the 9560 RTs cultivating. Why use 2 cultivators? Like I said, kind of pointless in the game, folks. Although, as far as the game is concerned, it does give you the benefit of the seedbed conditioner does fertilize if you want it to. And we got some Peterbilts in traffic. Let's go with that. Probably met. Yeah, okay. Apparently I got them coming in here in opposite directions. Oh well. Okay then. What in the world, folks? Not sure which one this one goes to. I'm pretty sure this is either field 2 or 3 here. Oh, that's actually nearest waypoint. And what in tarnation did this one do, folks? Yeah, right. Okay, hopefully he is good to go with his whatever he was trying to accomplish there. But anyway, back to the cultivator question there again. In real life, folks, it does actually add the benefit of basically smoothing out the ground behind the cultivator disc, whatever you're using. Very common sight to see where I live. Like I said, cultivator and then some sort of rolling harrow, clump buster, something like that, being pulled behind the cultivator. Daniel was asking, are you Canadian? No, I am not. I'm close to Canada, but not Canadian. C-Mac was saying it'd be cool if they actually had crop duster planes. I believe I've actually seen one or two mods for that for Farming Simulator 15. I don't actually have any, nor have I tried any. I believe there was actually one that came with Pleasant Valley Rivers. I think that was actually a helicopter, though, not necessarily a plane, but a crop dusting helicopter. Never did give that a try, but I believe there was one that came with Pleasant Valley Rivers. Also, apparently, Farm Expert 17, if you hire a worker to fertilize there, or I don't know if it's fertilizer spray, apparently they come with a crop dusting plane. I have not done that yet in Farm Expert 2017, so... Nicholas was saying, keep up the good work. Thank you very much for that. Jeffrey was saying, well, in the comment section, looks like Farmcraft is winning. Probably true on that. Looking at the comments, folks, Farmcraft was pretty popularly suggested. However, per the vote, folks, like I said, it wasn't even close. So we are planning on going with Idaho. Not to say, folks, I might maybe do a single player for Farmcraft or something, just at least to check it out. It does sound like a pretty cool map. Well, folks, with that, I think we'll wrap up the episode there. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.